Man, my dog. I'm glad you can do this, bro.
Yes, sir. Yeah, thank you for having me. Happy birthday. This is sick. Hell yeah. Let's go.
You, man.
I love that.
Yeah, so I really want to do this, man. I know you're busy as hell. You know, I know you got a lot to do, man. But who better than to sit down with my dog? You know what I'm saying? Somebody that's been with me throughout the journey, rocking with me. You know what I'm saying? He was literally probably the first friend. Let me say the first friend I actually made when I moved to Vegas. You know,
that's crazy, bro. That's real, bro. Yeah, we've been rocking since what 2018.
Yeah, that's when I moved here too.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah. And it's crazy how we just like connected through the cannabis business. You know,
yeah, we was just at work, bro. Like,
it's wild as hell.
Good
man.
music taste.
Since then, we've been able to do a lot of shit. Like we done hit the stage. You know, FTC. You done had me on the new drip. You know what I'm saying? I done watched you do the late night, you know what I mean? We still hitting stages. We got a dope-ass song, you know what I'm saying? Blunt White Claw that's going to live forever. As long as motherfuckers is drinking White Claws.
As long as I keep paying my distro to it.
Exactly. Hey, nah, for real, facts.
Yeah, that's wild.
Man, so I just really want to, you know, just have this conversation, man, embrace, you know, each other as a creative, you know what I mean? And just get in your headspace a little bit, talk about a bunch of shit I got going on, man. And, you know, that's pretty much it.
Yeah,
bro.
dude.
You know
no, I always got the time for you, bro. Not even a question, bro. Always can make some time for my dog.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude, this project that you're dropping is like your 6th total, right?
6? Shit, I don't even know, bro. I don't even be counting.
It's up there. Yeah, I know you've done at least 3 to 4 in Vegas.
Yeah.
So that's crazy.
I got 2 with Steve. I got 2 with Bills. I got 2 solos actually. Yeah. So it's around there. Yeah,
that's wild. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's crazy.
But this project, like solo wise, I haven't dropped a solo since 2021. So the last solo project I did was Late Night Smoke and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like the biggest difference this time, because it's been a minute, you know what I'm saying? I feel like the biggest difference is like Late Night Smoke was like, for me, it was like a collection of my thoughts, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people look at it and think it's like a smoke tape, you know what I'm saying? Because of the aesthetic, I got the weed and shit like that. But for me, it was just like a collection of my thoughts that I would have during these like late night smoke sessions, you know what I'm saying? Things that I would come up with. I feel like nighttime was like super like pivotal at that moment for me, because that was when I could like really, you know, find some peace and get into my thought process and shit, kind of decompress and shit. So that's how I came up with a bunch of that shit, you know what I mean?
Makes sense.
For Late Night Smoke. This time, GMB is the name of the project. This time it's more about who I am, like as a representative, like who I am, what I represent, my values and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Who I am every day. It's the most authentic representation of myself. You know what I mean? Let me say that, you know.
So Late Night Smoke was more like your private thoughts.
Exactly.
And
you know what I'm saying?
GMB is like what you're
really who I am. Yeah,
what you're outside with.
Yep,
okay, I respect that.
bro. Yep.
So like, do you feel like you've like grown as an artist between the projects? Like where do you feel like your biggest level of growth has come from and what angle?
Man, just as a person, bro. Like I'm just growing as a person, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think that kind of like shows in the music a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
That makes sense.
You know, I'm 33 today. So for me, like I've separated myself from the kid side of me. You know what I'm saying? Not too much, because we still got to have that child in us, you know what I mean? To always have fun and always indulge in shit that's creative for us. But at the same time, I'm growing as a man, as a person and shit. So I feel like that's the biggest difference. And I feel like you can hear that more in the music now, more than ever. And I was like real intentional about that. You know what I mean? Like all the way down to the cover. The cover dropped today. But I was very intentional about what I wanted the cover to look like, because I didn't want like, you know, the bubble letters and the cartoon and the AI and none of that. It's just a spotlight directed on me. You know what I'm saying? That's really what I wanted. I wanted to just showcase the music side of everything. Like
simple,
no gimmicks, no image, none of that, no creative, cool name that I'm trying to, like none of that. You know what I mean? I'm gonna just give you the most authentic you know, presentation of myself. You know
that's
what I mean?
Huge, bro.
Yeah,
no, that's so cool to see, bro.
Man, I appreciate you, bro.
You've genuinely always had your shit together, I will say. Like,
I appreciate that.
We could curse on here?
Yeah,
okay, cool. Yeah, you've genuinely always had your shit together, even from the jump. Like I've definitely gone through my waves, my throws of cutting up, you know, being wild. Yeah. But you've always like been on your game. Like I'd be like, yo, I'm going here, but I'm in the studio. You know what I'm saying? So
hey, like, I appreciate that, because I be feeling like, you know, shit, as a creative, you know, you get those discouraging moments. You be feeling like, damn, you ain't doing enough, or you ain't motivated enough. You know, you procrastinate a little bit on certain things, so you can feel like you kind of lacking in certain areas and shit. So to hear somebody else say like, bro, you still be on your shit. You know what I'm saying? That mean a lot, bro.
I mean, dog, like the fact that you learned Pro Tools,
man,
is its own beast.
Yeah, hey, hell yeah. It took me a minute too, man. But I feel like I'm finally comfortable in that setting now. I'm finally comfortable. I finally know what I need to fix when shit is wrong and shit, which is very important. You know what I'm saying? Because back then I didn't know. I would just I don't know what's I don't know what I'm supposed to do, but that shit don't sound right. But but now I got an ear to where now I figured it out. You know
I feel like, so,
as far as me anyway, now I can tell what I need to fix as far as my end, because I record a lot of my music, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So of course I'm going to figure myself out, you know what I mean?
I feel like I went to school for engineering, audio engineering. And like, I looked at it like dogs. Like, I love my dog.
Yeah.
I don't really give a fuck about their dog. You know what I'm saying? So I know how to work on, I know how to pet my dog. But you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's real. Like the fact that you've been able to hone in your style.
Hell yeah, bro.
Because the flow's always been there. Let's be honest. Like, you've always been a very lyrical artist, very, focused on hitting the fucking pocket. You know what I'm saying?
I try to.
And that's crucial for me as a DJ.
Mm-hmm.
I'll notice certain artists, they'll have like a little bit more of a lazier flow.
Yeah.
And when I'm trying to mash them up with other songs, it doesn't hit the same.
I feel you.
But if I have an artist like Thug or like someone that's like really like on beat,
that's on shit,
like I can throw his stuff on anything.
That's a fact.
So that's
a fact.
Something
Tempo is important.
Yeah, no, exactly, bro. You got to stay sharp with it. So that's really cool to see. Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's fire, man. So the fact that you do all of those things, like DJ, like we done hit stage together as artists and shit. I done seen you work in cannabis. I done seen you put together a movie and all type of other shit. Like, which one is your favorite thing to do out of all that?
That's really hard to say. I think different strokes for different days, honestly.
Okay.
Like sometimes I'm really excited to go play a DJ set.
Yeah.
Sometimes I really just want to send an email to a film distributor. You know what I'm saying? It really just depends on what I'm working on. I think the thing that has the most promise for me is the film production. I feel like that's something I can like really move forward on and get a big bag off of.
I can see that. I can see that.
So that's like something I feel like I kind of lean towards. But if I weren't DJing, if I weren't hosting, I'd lose my mind. You know what I'm saying? So I there has to be an element of performance somewhere in my life.
I feel you. So when you say like film, you want to be like, the actor, or you just want to be behind the scenes?
I mean, hey, I love being on camera. It's amazing.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I can't let shit slide. So if I were on camera and I see someone that needs help with something, I'm gonna go carry some lights. You know what I'm saying? So the role of a producer is really cool because you kind of just are like this big project manager. You kind of oversee this whole thing. Some producers just throw money at it. Some producers are on the day.
Yeah.
I like being like a all-around studio in a person. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, that makes sense too. Yeah, because shit, even when we did, the trailer, because you was a part of the trailer and shit for Mob Times and shit, that shit was dope as hell. I feel like you nailed that shit. You came in with the notepad and everything. You was ready and shit, and that shit was fire, man. So I definitely feel like you got it as far as, both sides of the field. Because, putting together a whole movie, I'm sure that shit, I ain't did no shit like that. So I'm sure that shit is time consuming. I'm sure it's a lot of work put in. And the fact that you able to do that shit, that's dope as hell, bro.
I really appreciate that, man. Like, bro, like seeing the way that everything like kind of works on a scale. It's crazy how many parallels there are between film and music.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, as far as like a label is just a studio, and like like it just kind of works the same, but it's different. So a lot of my research was in music prior to this whole film thing,
right?
And the more I learn about the film industry, the more I see like how much it translates.
Much it connects. Yeah, hell yeah. Nah, that's dope as hell. That's definitely dope for sure.
On your side, do you feel like the visualization of music, the short form visualization of music, has affected the way you want to create?
Nope. It made it more easier for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm already a broad thinker. I overthink a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? So more short form content is where the world is adapting to. I feel like I can get that back. You know what I'm saying? Instead of thinking of a long ass drawn out something, you know what I mean? I can focus on something a little bit more short, a little bit more simple, something straight to the point. You know what I'm saying?
I've noticed, so when I DJ older songs, like I did a 2015 night the other day, which was cool.
Yeah.
So all these songs from 2015, and I noticed all these songs had 3 to 4 verses on them.
Yeah, like I wouldn't mind that if you're telling a story or you got like some that you really wanted to express that's like super relatable and you just got to get off 3 or 4 verses. 4 is crazy.
4 is crazy. Yeah. Sometimes they have a feature too, and it's like, bro,
but 3, okay, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like the sweet spot is 2 verses, man. And then now we in the spot where TikTok has taken over pretty much. Like 2 verses is like, you better be really saying some shit if you got 2 verses.
Yeah. You really gotta get it out.
Because now 30 seconds to make you go viral, like of any song. You know what I'm saying? If it's the right tempo, it's the right cadence, if people can repeat it over and over, that should blow up. You know what I'm saying? So like 2 to 3 verses is still pushing it. But I feel like if you're an artist and you just got that much to express, then yeah, hell yeah, keep doing it.
Has it led to like stronger bars when you have less verses? Do you feel like you can't waste a bar? Or like, are you just like writing?
I don't even think about it. No, okay. I don't even think about it like that. But shit, I might start thinking about it that way. You know what I'm saying? In the sense of like, bars that's more important than filler bars. Because sometimes as an artist, you just be rapping. You know what I'm
you just be rapping.
Sometimes you need a filler. I might fill something in with just a quick smoke bar. I feel like I told somebody else that's one of my fillers. Like if you hear me say something about weed, 9 times out of 10, it's a filler bar. Because I feel like it's the easiest thing I can come up with a punchline to. You know what I'm saying? On the fly. You know what I'm saying? I can always say something about smoking some weed. So 9 times out of 10, it might be a filler bar just because I couldn't come up with something else like at that time. You know what I'm saying? So it might be a filler. But I might start thinking about it like that. Be more crucial on what I select as far as my bar preference. But I don't be trying to bar people out either though.
That's real, yeah.
Because sometimes, I don't want to be on there like, lyrical, mysterical, you know what I'm saying?
In that lyrical miracle world, bro.
I ain't trying to do that shit. So, I do want to like space it out a little bit. And I also want my shit to be like relatable in a sense. You know what I'm saying? I want it to represent me, but I want people to hear it and not just think of it as like a fire ass bar, but be like, damn, he actually said something real that like, damn, I kind of felt that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in that space at the moment. So
that's real. Are there any artists right now that you think have like navigated the landscape really well on either scale from an independent standpoint or like on a major label?
Hell yeah, man. Shit, like Larry June, one of my favorite people, you know what I'm saying? He one of the best artists right now from the Bay. La Russell, the way he doing shit, his structure is fucking amazing, you know what I'm saying? I really tap into everything he got going on, but I just really rock with dude because of who he is as a person, you know what I'm saying? I don't, to the point to where it's like, you don't even care what he dropped. You just, you know what I'm saying? You just want to hang out with the guy. Exactly. You just a fan of who he is and shit. So, I think that's dope. But yeah, to me, them top two right now kind of really.
You've met Mike G, right?
I haven't met him, but I know who he is. I know he's from Vegas, and I love to tap in.
That's our dog, so, we love Mike G. He used to make beats. It was crazy. So First Fridays at Union House, he would be making beats in the back room. We'd all be freestyling and shit.
That's full circle. That's fire.
And now he's fucking, huge.
Man, with La Russell and shit.
Working every day.
Crazy shit. Yeah, that's
big
fire.
Shout out, man.
Yeah, that's
shout
fire,
out to Mike
man.
G.
Shout out to Mike G, man. I'm gonna definitely tap in with him soon. I need to because the beats is fire.
We need to get you on.
I definitely gotta tap in.
I got some old ass Mike G beats. I did some terrible songs during COVID. Some terrible songs.
Hey, but at least you got them. They classic. You know what I'm saying? At least you got them.
I was like,
so as far as music, how you feel about that? Like, are you done with the? Because you don't create as much on the music side.
I'm not dropping songs. I mean, honestly, bro, I just kind of lost this fire that I had for making music myself.
Yeah.
I feel like I caught myself running through the local circuit consistently.
Yeah, I remember that. I was tapping in with you a lot of times.
I mean, it was fun. It was very fun. But I mean, like, you would find yourself, playing an open mic or playing a show 3-4 times a week, and there's no upward growth I didn't see.
I feel that.
And it was the difference between, working hard or working smart.
Yeah.
And I was working hard, but I wasn't working smart.
I feel that.
And then when I came back from my injury, I, was really trying to.
That was when you did the late night, right?
Yeah, that was the end of late night. I got hurt during late night. I actually recorded a podcast with y'all like the day before I got hurt. Yeah, it's crazy.
Damn.
Yeah, it was wild times. I got hurt. I was out of commission for 6 months. We canceled late night. I came back and I dropped a project of like all these like Lucy's that I had built out for my next project. And I didn't really promote it like that. I didn't really push it the same way.
You wasn't just like in the headspace to push it, or what was it? It was just like
it was a little bit of both. It was financial burden. It was headspace. I wasn't able to be as active in the streets because I was like literally learning to walk again.
Yeah.
It was a lot of that stuff. And then since that time, I've gotten so much opportunity still working in the music space.
Hell yeah.
And actually making money.
Right.
And so I've just dedicated more of my time to that.
Yeah, you're a professional side quester. You know what I'm saying?
Genuinely, yeah, bro. So you'll find me audio engineering, DJing, hosting, doing whatever. It's still
I think that's cool because it keep you busy though. You know
it's cool,
what I'm saying? It keeps you busy. It don't keep you stagnant or it don't keep you just focused on one thing unless it's something like a movie. How long did that take though?
The movie process or?
Everything from like the time y'all got started to when y'all finally,
oh man.
Because I mean y'all still promoting, right? Y'all still
we're still, it's not distributed yet. So
to the time that y'all actually like finished filming, let me say that.
I want to say Josh had the script ready in 2022. Okay. He brought me on May of 23. We filmed June or July of 2023 for 7 days on the set.
Damn.
We got the footage back. We're like, okay, this shot doesn't make sense with this shot, so we got to have a connector scene. We ended up doing a 2 days of reshoots. A month later. We got a final edit out by November 2024, literally 2 minutes before we did the premiere at the Beverly. We did a 500-person screening at the Beverly Theater, sold it out.
Fire.
Crazy night. And then we jumped into the film festival circuit. So we've done film festivals from January through to date. And that's going to run through December. Basically just building up our clout, accolades, hype, press, all this stuff that we need in order to sell to a distributor. Hopefully end up on a Netflix, Amazon.
Man, that'd be fire, bro.
Because it's not a Tubi movie, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like,
so you're not actually like in the film, you just behind the scenes.
I have a cameo, but I did all the project managing and stuff like that. I'll make sure you guys see it. I have a link for you.
I appreciate you. Speaking of cameos, I do want to break this up because you done made a few cameos, you know what I'm saying? So how the hell did you get a part of the Mall Cop cameo? Like,
that was a fun day. I was just an extra. My mom works in the film industry.
Okay, that's fine.
And so anytime they'll need extras, she'll be like, hey, just submit to this link. Yeah. Casting director will look out for you. I'll get booked out. And then depending on what they need, I'll end up in front of the camera or like actually seen on camera, or I'll just be in the background. My most recent background I did was in that Seth Rogen show, The Studio.
Yeah.
So that was cool as hell. I was in one of the scenes, but you can't see me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
But you know you're there, though?
I know I'm there. Yeah. I'm like, oh, yeah. Like, you know, like, it's back of my head, side of my arm, you know? But yeah. So, yeah, dude, I mean, with that stuff, it's a wild world. But I've been around production my whole life, so it's just kind of natural for me.
Yeah, it's just kind of, you just kind of prone to it a little bit. Do you get that, like, ever talk to, you know, to the stars? Did you get to holler at
Honestly,
Seth?
Some people are really cool. Like, I did a commercial with Jamie Foxx. I hung out with him by the craft service table for like 10 minutes.
That's fire.
He's cool as hell. It's really interesting to see the way that people of that status will treat others. Because some people are just like eyes off, I don't care, I don't want to deal with you. Yeah. And some people just look at you like you're a dude. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's the coolest. Like,
that's definitely the coolest. It's that genuine energy, man. It's about being genuine made. You know
here's some celebrity tea for you. 10-year-old celebrity tea I've never shared in public. So check this out.
It's exclusive.
It's never been on camera. So I worked on American Idol.
Okay.
When I first got back to Vegas from college, and my first year of college. And that summer I worked on American Idol. And it was the year that Mariah Carey, Nicki Minaj, and the Australian dude and Randy Jackson were there.
Okay.
The day before I got there, Mariah Carey put out a notice. Said no eye contact with Miss Carey. She don't want to talk to nobody.
No eye contact?
No eye contact.
What the fuck?
And she's beefing with Nicki Minaj.
Okay.
So the day I start, Nicki Minaj releases a press statement saying no eye contact with Miss Minaj.
Oh, shit.
And I'm like, this is wild, bro.
Yeah,
like, Nicki Minaj is going to be here. I was just excited about it. You know what I'm saying? And so we were shooting at the Love Theater, so there was like this big like mirror, so all like the cast and stuff could like see themselves on the way out. And I'm carrying a bucket of ice, and I just happened to see Nicki Minaj standing in the mirror, all of her people all around her, and she just like, you know what I'm saying, getting herself ready, whatever. And I'm walking, and I look in the mirror, and I make direct eye contact with Nicki Minaj, bro. And I'm like, they just told me about this, bro. So I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I like looked away as fast as I can, like that's how Medusa, bro.
That's funny as hell.
And I was like, I'm getting fired.
Question for you, since you brought that up. Do you think, you know, you on the hand can ever get that big to where you got to put out a press release to say, don't look at me in the eyes?
I don't think I can, bro. Like, hey, you gotta be
shout out
really
to them,
stressed.
but I think that is crazy. I think that's crazy work.
Someone's got to really fuck it up. You know what I'm saying? Like someone's got to be
me in the eye.
Yeah.
Like, damn, that's crazy work, man.
You got to really hate the public at that point. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and I feel like that ain't. I mean, I guess that's star power. I guess they so much of some stars that they can put out a press release and say, nobody look me in the fucking eye.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy work, man.
Do you? Yeah, no, that's not even a level of fame I'd aspire to be at.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think I ever want to be that big to where, you know what I'm saying? You don't even want motherfuckers to, or they afraid to even look at you in the eye. Like, that's crazy work.
Jerry Seinfeld has a really good statement about this. And you can say your own things about Jerry Seinfeld. He's not the best guy. But he says, like, if you're famous, like, this is what you signed up for. You better go take that picture. You better smile. You better wave. You know what I'm saying? Because otherwise you wouldn't have nothing. You know?
Man, that's a fact, bro. I actually believe that, man. I feel like you should be relatable. You know what I'm saying? You should be able to be touchable sounds crazy, but
it's real though. Like, look at Lil Russell, you know?
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? And the first person that like laid that landscape for me was Mac Dre. That's why I'm a huge fan of Mac Dre. Not because like he was the best bar, you know what I'm saying?
Man of the people.
It was because he was the man of the people. He was the first rapper I seen that made like independent success look obtainable. You know what I'm saying? Because he had actual like footage. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm from Kansas City, so Tech Nine is one of the biggest independent ever. You
Same
know what
argument
I'm saying?
almost, yeah.
Exactly. So, you know, But he didn't have like footage. He didn't have, you know what I'm saying, nothing that we could like trace or trail, you know what I'm saying, at the time during like Dre was doing his thing. You know
what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. So that was the first person I ever seen and was like, damn, I don't gotta sign. You know what I'm saying? I can start my own shit. I can make other people find me relatable within the music without having to get the machine or getting the push. So, and shit, I've been on that wave ever since. It's just independent. Like, you know, I feel like that's the route to go if you want to receive all your residuals out of it. You know what I'm saying? Even the, you know, from the money to the success, you know, you get what you put out pretty much.
That's
you know
real.
What I'm saying? So I feel like he was the first person that kind of like laid the landscape to me anyway.
That's major. So how do you feel like you are working towards your relatability?
See, I'm glad you said that because I feel like, you know, the project is where I'm at now, and I feel like it's most important to my journey and shit because like I said, you know, I just want to focus on the more authentic side of who I am, the representation of where I'm at now. Not saying that I haven't always did authentic shit. I'm just in a different space mentally. You know what I'm saying? So, for example, you know, I always been the GMB. You know what I'm saying? That's who I am, the Get Money Boy. I've been that since 15 years old. You know, real, I adapted that name not because I felt like I was getting so much money, but because that was my mentality at the time.
As of today, your rap name can now buy cigarettes. 18 years.
That's crazy. Nah, facts. So you know, damn, I forgot my train of thought. You know what I'm saying? But nah, so yeah, I was just in a space mentally at 15 that I ain't in right now. You know what I'm saying? So 15, it ain't because I was getting money. It was because shit, you know, that was my mentality. I wanted to get money so I can live this rap star, you know what I'm saying?
The manifestation,
yeah, exactly. So now I'm just in a different headspace, 33 now, you know what I'm saying? I'm no longer like, you know, money, cars, clothes, and hoes, you know what I'm saying? I'm more focused on my core values and who I am as a person and how that affects other people, you know what I'm saying? Being a genuine person. Like, I don't even like building connections with people that don't feel genuine, you know? I don't want to be in the room or do business, you know what I'm saying? Everything I do is always genuine to me, so I feel like I should receive that in return. So that's just the space I'm in. That's one of my most core values right now that I appreciate the most is just, you know, being a genuine person, my character, you know, being solid, having some integrity about myself, you know what I'm saying? I think all of that shit is more important than money, right? You know what I'm saying? Because like money, you can lose that. I done been broke as hell.
Yeah.
and I didn't feel like I done had it all at times, you know what I'm saying? But your core values is something that, you know, somebody can't take from you or something you can't wake up and feel like it's gone from you because you live with that. That's in your DNA. So genuine made, I feel like that's where I'm at in my headspace, and I feel like that's the way that I want to connect with the people. You know what I'm saying? Not by being the get money boy, not necessarily, you know what I'm saying? Because that message is just get money, you know what I mean?
So this is almost like a rebrand for you.
Exactly, yep. It's a new era for me is what I've been calling it, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm still the GMB. I'm still going to rep the GMB. I just wanted to mean something different for my legacy, you know what I'm saying?
That's really cool. When I asked Steve what GMB was the first time, he said, get money, bastard. You know?
Yeah, so, you know, I'm just in a different, like, space, bro. You know what I mean? That's where I'm at with it, you know what I mean? So genuine made, in the B can mean brands, bosses. It can mean business, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I can represent all three, but, you know, genuine made is the core right now, so that's where I'm at with it. I'm still, like I said, I still appreciate being a Get Money Boy. If people refer to me as that, it's cool because that's the roots. That's where I came from. But like I said, my legacy is I want it to feel different to me. I don't want the message to just be, you know, get money, cars, clothes, and hoes. You know what I'm saying? Because that's who I was at 15. That was my mentality. That's all I wanted. I wanted to rap good.
You snap back to that.
Yeah, get some money, you know what I'm saying? Get some cars and shit, you know. But now I'm, you know, none of that shit is that important to me. It's still cool, but, you know, I'm just in a different space.
So as you've worked in the industry or worked adjacent to the industry or seen the industry or just been an independent artist, do you feel like the facade is gone? Like
for me or as in general?
Just from your standpoint, do you feel like the money, cars, clothes, hoes, like mentality, all that is the facade shifted?
I'm glad you said that because I do feel like, and I'm glad you brought that up because for the past couple years, I've been feeling like it's a facade, right? You know what I'm saying? It's just hard to make that change. It's hard to make that switch necessarily, you know what I'm saying? Because I've been the Get Money Boy for so long. So it was times where people would ask me, like, I'm going to tell some embarrassing shit, bro. It's been times where people would ask me, like, hey, what GMB stand for? And like with no confidence, bro, like I got to tell them Get Money Boy, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it would hurt me because I'm looking down at the floor, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of whispering it to where they like, say it again. Now I'm forced to say it. You know what I'm saying? Just because it didn't feel like who I am as a person right now, you know what I'm saying? So I wanted to share that because it does feel like a facade, you know what I'm saying? When you wake up in the morning, I look in the mirror and I'm like, damn, I feel like I got to put something on to be the Get Money Boy. I feel like I got to represent something that I'm not trying to represent at the the moment, because right now it ain't just all about money to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I can be broke as hell, but who I am will never change. You know what I'm saying? Who I am when I walk in the building, that shit won't ever change for me. So that's just the space I'm in, bro. So I do feel like you said, you know, I'm shedding the facade in a way, you know, get rid of it. I feel like it's money, cars, clothes, and hoes are still a part of the music space, because I see things like cars and still see some type of influence or still see the luxury in that, because I look at everything as like a trophy, you know what I'm saying, for hard work or success. So if you're successful and you want to go get you some cars and shit, then cool, your success shows that, you know what I mean? But, you know, as who I am right now, I just don't feel like that's what I want to represent, though. But I do, of course, I still want all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, maybe not the host, but still,
good one right here.
still want real one with you. Yeah, still want all of that shit. As far as the, you know, the success and what comes with that is just, you know what I'm saying, my representation of it. I want it to look totally different. I just want to represent myself in a more authentic fashion versus the material shit.
I can relate to that. I mean, I've gotten more. I've made more money off of passion in the last 2 years than I ever have.
Exactly.
And I have had zero desire to flex.
Yeah, exactly.
I got fake chains. I said the money wouldn't change me. It didn't. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, let's go. I got a nice apartment. I will say that's how I balled out.
Yeah, because that shit don't make you who you are. You know what I'm saying? It's just a trophy. You know, if you get some new kicks or whatever the fuck it is, it's just a trophy, bro. It can all get took away. It really don't mean shit at the end of the day. What's important is who you are.
Still buy shoes at Ross, bro.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? They did the club the same way as the nice ones.
Facts. Hey, and I'm glad you brought up my woman too. You know,
that's
you said
real. She real with this shit. I've seen you guys together forever.
She actually on the project too.
No way.
So yeah, it's
fine. You got a rapping? You rapping?
She actually on 2 songs actually too. You know what I'm saying? She make a little cameo and shit. She making her debut. So
that's cool.
You know, that's fire. You know, one of the songs is Bonnie and Clyde. You know, that's shit. I've been playing little snippets here and there. Okay. You know what I mean? So that's probably my favorite song. I think only because like we did it last. That's the last song I did for the project. Yeah. But when I hear it though, it just sound different. It sound, you know, it's wavy as fuck, real cool. It's that's like nothing I never did. Her vocals make it amplified by 10. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's definitely one of my favorites for sure.
Are you working with consistent producers? Or are you?
I'm not, bro. I direct myself to sound. Like if I hear a sound that I like, then I just kind of rock with that sound for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I like pick producers and shit. Cause I feel like every producer got different like sounds and shit. So it just depends on what sound I want to go with at the time. So and then I kind of just go from there.
No, that's the luxury of being like a true spitter. You know what I'm saying? You can rap on anything, bro. Give me the clip speed on the table with the pencil. You know?
Man, I started from that type of shit.
Yeah.
So hell yeah.
100% same. Yeah. Man, all my friends could beatbox, but no one's rapping. And I was like, hold on.
Man, exactly. Like, let me spit something. Yeah. So do you still do that? You get the urge to freestyle?
Oh, I freestyle all the time. And like, dude, to an extent, I'm still an artist, bro. Like, it's weird. Like, I'll go out to a show and I get the itch and I'm like, oh, I want to go do that.
I want to go do it. Yeah.
But like, I just know how much goes into being an artist at this point.
Facts.
And I'm like, I got too many things going on. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather cook 7 different dishes than make one steak, you know? And it's like, I see you grinding and putting out all this content and like, or at least like letting the world know that you're making so much music. I feel like you spend every night in the studio, right? Like,
I try to be as consistent as I can. That's how I lay my projects out. You know what I'm saying? Like most people will come up with an idea and work towards that idea. Me, I record so much music to where like the idea don't come until I already got about 20 songs that fits the idea that I'm trying to put out. You know what I'm saying?
That brings up a very valid point that I've been repeating lately. It's like the people that make it just make shit. Yeah, they don't have to make it. They just make shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like you're constantly making stuff.
Exactly.
Like one of my friends' bands got signed and these guys have hundreds and hundreds of songs.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
And it's like, it wasn't like one song was the one that's like, oh, this is going to be it. This is going to be the moment.
It's a collection. It's a discography or, I mean, if I said that right. Yeah. It's just like songs. It's a collection of songs that you put together and shit over time and shit. But like even like I got 7 songs on this project, right? So I feel like I still got more songs that, like I said, that was recorded, you know what I'm saying, during this time frame that I recorded all this music.
They fit, these ones fit within this frame that you're looking for. Yeah,
exactly.
And it's like, I fell victim to that a lot. When I would make the song, I'd be like, oh, this is the one. Yeah. I'm getting signed off of this one song. It's like they don't want to sign one song. They want to sign an artist that punches stuff out.
Yeah, and I grew up off albums or collections of music. And you know what I'm saying? Not just like I know everything is like quick and simple now, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't just grow up on like singles and shit. Like I grew up on like bodies of work, you know what I'm saying? That I still like appreciate to this day, you know what I'm saying? So it's like when I want to put out something, I try to execute the vision properly instead of just, oh yeah, here's 7 to 10 songs. I'm gonna just throw it out and boom, it's out. None of it sound cohesive. It don't sound like I was going nowhere. It's just a collection of songs. Like, you know what I'm saying? It don't be a mixtape. Like that's what mixtapes are, you know, just a collection of songs and shit. But when I put out like a full body, like, or the 7 songs or EP that I'm putting out now, I feel like I wanted to have a vision, you know what I'm saying? I want you to be able to listen to it and kind of like experience it. And I just feel like it's just some random ass songs I put on the project, you know what I'm saying? So,
do you miss mixtape era? Do you miss that?
I miss it for the competitiveness, you know what I'm saying? I miss it for the originality because everybody mixtape to me sound different. Like Gucci Mane was different from Wiz, and Wiz was different from Big Sean, you know what I'm saying?
And it would be cool to see different artists tackle the same beats and stuff like that.
2 Chainz was different. You know, everybody had their core mixtapes, but now we in the world where like everything kind of sound the same.
It does, right? Like the beats aren't hitting the same way as they used
everything is the same. Nothing stands out. Nothing like sticks. Nothing is like, damn, that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong, more melodic and R&B shit are starting to, and female rap. Female rap is going crazy.
I feel like it's hitting a plateau right now.
Yeah, it is because everything's starting to sound the same. I was just talking about that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like music is different, you know? It's in a space where it's different. So I try to stay motivated as much as I can to still stay authentic to my core values, you know what I'm saying? When I'm putting out music, because you can get lost in what sound hot and, you know, doing these weird ass sounds and all of this auto-tune.
All the Jersey club beats from last year, the year before. It was
exactly,
like,
all of that shit.
Y'all
you know
didn't rap like this. Like.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm trying to, like I said, just stick to what I do, you know, in the way of, because music is just so, man, it's saturated with a bunch of
what do you think that the best case scenario for this project is?
In what terms?
So like, what is the highest level of success you're looking for with this project? Like, what do you think is the best? You wake up tomorrow, the project does the best possible idea of it. What does that look like?
That's a great question. You know what I'm saying? I know it's gonna sound hella cliche, but shit, I don't even got a goal for it, bro. I'm cool with, you know, however many people listen to it. Cause like I said, what this project represents for me is totally different than the streams or, you know, I just feel like it's you know, it's important for my discography. Let me say that.
To have it out there,
to have it out there. So whether I get 2 motherfuckers that listen to it, you know what I'm saying, it's cool with me because I put it out. The message that I wanted to put out is out there. You know what I'm saying? I can promote it however way I want to promote it. Now, once it get out, I might have a different, you know, a different answer for that. But as of right now, I'm like, shit, it come out next Friday. I'm just in a space where it's like, you know, I just want it to be out and I want people that listen to it to just appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? To either learn something new about me or feel like they know me even a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? So that's really where I'm at. It ain't even about having the most streams or the most likes and all of that shit. I'm like, I don't even care at this point. I just want to put out solid quality music that I feel like people that know me can listen to it and be like, yeah, that's really who that is. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah.
Is there a world in which you are touring with this project, or you know, getting some?
I would like to, man.
Features on some remixes.
I would like to do some tours. I would like to, you know, spread my wings a little bit more in all of those directions. It's just all about, you know, using my resources and connecting the way I want to connect. And you know, right now that's always, it's hard connecting because everything don't always feel genuine with people.
Yeah,
you know, people got motives. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't got be in the same headspace, and everybody just look at everybody else is like opportunists or opportunity, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, that's the curse of the city, right?
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, of course. But yeah, you know, so it's hard to find something that's genuine. That's one thing I've been trying to figure out, man. I've been doing this shit for a while, like especially out here in the Vegas scene. It's like, man, it's hard to find like professionalism at the, you know what I'm saying, that's consistent. You know what I'm saying? I hate to say that, but it is. That's consistent. That's why I only rock with the same people. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
like we at level 9 right now. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been here before. I know who it is. It's consistent as far as the vibe, how I feel about the space. You know what I'm saying? I gotta feel like I got a relationship. You know what I'm saying? And everybody don't consistently have that going for themselves.
The same argument about King Gas, who you've been working with.
Yeah, I fuck with Gas. That's my dog. You know what I'm saying? Very consistent and taught me a lot too. You know what I'm saying?
Someone that doesn't have an ulterior motive.
Exactly. You know? Somebody that don't got a motive at all. You know what I'm saying?
Trying to make good music, have good songs.
And a fan of great music. You know what I'm saying? I had a lot of dope conversations with Gas too. So yeah, shout out to Gas. That's really my dog, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out. Yeah.
Hell yeah. And my boy Cam, even Cam. You know, everything's always been on the up and up. Yeah, that's my dog. He do all my videos and shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like my relationships, I continue to build with the people that I feel the most genuine with. And it's hard to step out of that space because everybody energy don't be the same. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't even treat your shit the same. Like, you know, something that I'm putting my passion and creative, you know, mind to, somebody else might not feel that way and they just look at you as a client or they just want to take the payment for what it is and be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, which means they don't have the same service because people be late, people don't stand on their word. Like, yeah, it'll be to you on such and such, and then you never
see it.
Exactly. And then you like, damn, what happened, bro? You know what I'm saying? It's just shit like that I pay attention to. It might be small to most people, but shit like that I actually pay attention to because it make me come back. You know what I'm saying? If I feel like your service was shitty or if I feel like I didn't have a genuine connection with you, then 9 times out of 10 they ain't gonna come back. You know,
that's real. And like, I mean, that's a big thing for me because I'm always referring people, and like, so if it comes back to me that like they didn't do a good job, I'm like, damn, bro, like that's on me now. Like, fuck, bro. Like,
exactly. And I take that shit important as far as on my end. You know what I'm saying? Like, unfortunately, I was a little bit late today. You know what I'm saying? Traffic is hell. You know what I'm saying? But
fine, yeah.
But at the end of the day, man, anytime I do anything business wise, I try to make sure I'm on point. You know what I'm saying? I try to make sure the people I bring are on point. You know what I'm saying? No unprofessionalism, video shoots and all. I try to make sure everything I do is like super professional. So at least that can be a part of my rapport. You know, even if you don't like me as a person, you can be like, hey, at least everything he do is on the up and up. At least it's professional, it's solid, and it, he genuine enough to come in and handle good business. You know what I'm saying?
On the same tip of videos, do you have any songs on this project that you're like, oh, this needs a music video?
Yep, I do, man. Bonnie and Clyde, I feel like that needs a video. You know what I'm saying? Just it's a cinematic. It has some cinematic value to it, so I definitely want to do a video for that. And anything else, honestly. Mobbing, I got Steve on the project, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to bro, you know what I'm saying? He don't get in the booth as much, but when he do, you know what I mean? It's always a banger. So shout out to bro, he on there. Yeah. If we can do Mobbing, that'll be fire too, you know what I mean? That's more, I like Mobbing because, not necessarily for what we talking about, but because of how it make me feel when I listen to it. I come from Kansas City, which the local scene is considered the mob music. You know what I'm saying? If you ever heard certain songs, I can actually play some songs when we get out of here too that you can be like, okay, I can understand. You know, from the tempo to the beat, it's always like a spooky sound mixed with like some hard bass or something. You know what I mean? If you ever heard of like Fat Tone or Tech 9, you know what I'm saying? They always got some type of spooky element within the beat. And Mobbing make me feel like that, make me feel like I'm back at home in Kansas City, you know what I'm saying? Me and bro, we shared a room together, so it bring me back in that space, like when we was back at the crib, cooking up together, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I love Mobbing. That's why I felt like it was important for the project, because, like I said, genuine made the most authentic representation. So gotta have bro on there, but Mobbing would definitely be one that I wouldn't mind doing a video too, for sure.
Do you miss Kansas City? Do you want to go back and perform out there? Do you want to like hang out there?
I wouldn't mind going out there and connect, man, because there's a lot of shit going on in Kansas City that, you know what I'm saying, that's popping right now. It's a lot of dope artists out there, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody there that's doing their thing. But as far as like living, I don't want to live there. And the only reason why I'm gonna say this is because I feel like my music just don't fit that sound. You know what I'm saying?
Kind of developed into like this West Coast feel.
Exactly. I have more of a chill, laid back, you know what I'm saying? And I don't feel like my music catches on to that.
Started smoking better weed, bro.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't feel like my music catches on to that sound, but it ain't no knock on Kansas City. I love what they doing, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to KC, and everything they got popping. I just feel like my music don't connect as much. And that's cool. Ain't nothing wrong with that and shit, but I'm trying to make my music connect to where I feel like it should be connected to, you know what I'm saying? And to me, that region is mainly the West Coast. It ain't got to be Vegas, but the West Coast for sure.
That's huge. Is there a trajectory for your career that you find like ideal?
Shit. When I ain't gotta wake up and clock in. You know what I'm saying? When I do that, I feel like that's what success looks like to me. Whether I'm working nonstop on my own shit, you know what I'm saying, or got my own business, when I don't gotta wake up and go like clock in for and work for somebody else, I feel like that's what success looks like to me.
Working for yourself.
Working for myself and just living off my own income, like whether it's music, you know what I'm saying, whether I'm engineering, being able to wake up and just work for myself, create my own schedule and make money off shit I love. I feel like that's success, huge. Bro. That's why I look at you like, bro, you successful as hell. I know you be stressed out. I know you be tired. I know you be grinding and shit. Man, but to me, I look at it and I think that's successful as hell because you don't got to wake up and, go to no job. You just wake up and create those opportunities for yourself. I think that's dope as hell.
Yeah. No, it's huge, bro. Do you like, so you're very accomplished as an engineer as far as like recording yourself. Do you find yourself like idealizing a situation where you're recording other people?
I wouldn't mind. Yep. I wouldn't mind. It's just shit, building up the clientele in order to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't got the opportunity. Shout out Gas. He didn't tell me like, come through. I got a room, you know what I'm saying? Because he didn't heard my quality. Felt like I've been better, you know what I'm saying? So he told me to slide through, get the room. But I just like, I got to build the quality. I mean, the clientele first, you know what I'm saying? I got to build that up first in order to, make it happen, make it worth my while anyway.
That's huge. Yeah. On some audio engineering nerd shit, favorite plugin right now?
my favorite plug-in, it's always the top two, man. The top two is always the EQ. Always fucking with the EQ and the compression. I feel like those will make or break the
That's
song.
all you need, That's like, it's like, I call EQ like, you say Harry Potter?
Yeah.
Like the one spell he always used, exactly. Expelliarmus, bro. That's the one, bro.
Yeah, that'll make or break the song, man. I'm definitely learning that because a lot of shit you really don't need if you got good vocal, because I feel like I got a good vocal cord when I rap, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of shit you don't really need, but you gotta have, you know, the EQ, the compression. I always throw a reverb on there, you know what I'm saying? So gotta have some shit like that, but other than that, that's pretty much it. That's my top three.
Young Thug shit in the studio.
Nah, hell nah, man. I don't want all the effects. I feel like, and I didn't play with effects and shit like that. I just don't feel like it sounds like me. You know what I'm saying?
Is there a specific artist you would love to collaborate with?
Yeah. La Russell, shit. We already said it, man. That'd definitely be on the top of the list at the moment. Right, you know, just because I said the energy, who he is as a person. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that.
We can make that happen.
Okay,
I feel like he's a lot more accessible than a lot of other artists.
Hell yeah.
And like your sound would definitely match with his.
Most definitely, that'd be fire, bro. Yeah, because shout out to them, man. Good company.
Some emails. Let's get some emails out.
Let's make it happen, because they fire, man. Shout out to Lil Russell and the whole team, man. I fuck with all of them. We just went to the show recently, and it was the best show. The best show I ever been to, bro. Like,
really?
Yeah, and I done been to a few concerts, but the best one I ever been to. Like we walked in, bro, was in there throwing football, playing catch and shit. Like, the ball fell next to us, you know what I'm saying? He came over, gave my lady a hug and shit.
That's dope.
Shook my hand and shit, you know what I'm saying? Super cool, you know? And that's the type of thing, you know, the type of vibe that you want when you meet an artist. You don't want don't look me in the eyes and shit.
You want to be with the people that you're with.
Exactly. So man, definitely a dope experience. If you ever get a chance, man, definitely go.
I need to go to
the Russell show.
I want to go to those backyard shows.
Man, definitely, hell yeah. I got to do that too, for sure.
That'd be tight. Is Las Vegas your end-all be-all place?
Nope. I don't even think Las Vegas is anywhere I should retire. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's the retirement place for me. It's just a stepping stone. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't know when that stepping stone is going to end. I don't know where the next location is. But I feel like, you know, intuition to take me where I need to be. You know what I'm saying? The energy to get me where I need to be. I just don't look at it as retirement. You know, I'm more all about peace and serenity and, you know, chill and quietness and shit. You know what I'm saying? Vegas is like total opposite, you know?
Yeah.
It's chaotic sometimes. This shit is loud, you know, a lot of bright lights, which is cool. I enjoy all of that, you know what I'm saying, for the space I'm in right now. But eventually when I get in that retirement space, or when I have some kids, because eventually I want to have some little ones and get married eventually, which that'll be happening soon and shit. So I eventually want to be somewhere a little bit more chill, you know, somewhere I can raise a family, you know, raise my kids and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Major.
Let my dogs out in the backyard and they run, and then I don't even see them no more. And where the fuck they go? And then they come back running and shit.
You know, they don't be bad,
Yeah, exactly. That's the type of shit, you know what I'm saying, that I'm looking forward to.
On a career standpoint, though, do you think that like your career will continue in Las Vegas and then go somewhere else? Or do you think it's just going to...
I feel like I said, right now, shit, even on the music space, I feel like Vegas is cool for right now, for the music space, because I feel like it's an open lane. Like, you know, I keep saying that. I've been saying that for a couple years. I don't feel like nobody is really like, you know, snatched, you know, the crown. Yeah, not even necessarily just the energy. Let me say that. Snatched the energy towards them in Vegas. There's a lot of artists out here that's doing a lot of dope shit, you know what I'm saying? But I don't feel like nobody has snatched the energy yet to where, you know, you kind of feel like, all right, that's the one out of the whole city, you know what I'm saying? So I still feel like that's open, and I still feel like, you know, as long as I'm here, I can kind of, you know, navigate myself to that. It's kind of hard when you, you know, somebody from a whole nother city, another state, but, you know, still at the same time, you know, I think Vegas has embraced me somewhat. You know, I done hit a bunch of stages. I done connected with a lot of people and shit. So I feel like I got a lot of people that vouch for me, you know?
Yeah. Do you have any favorite local artists you want to shout out?
Hell yeah, man. Favorite local, Stacey Bills, of course, man. That's my brother. That's my dog, man. So shout out Stacey Bills Jr. Shout out Tay Bands. Tay Bands is fire.
Tay Bands is dope,
He really doing this thing. Shit.
Put you on the spot here, man.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, man. Who else is really doing their thing, man? Jeez, I'm trying to think of some artists. I can't really think of nobody else, man. Doing the top two. Dizzy. I don't know if you heard of Dizzy.
Dizzy Wright?
Nah. Dizzy Wright. Shout out. Yeah. But Dizzy, she a gospel rapper. She fired.
Oh, no, I'm not hip, no.
Yeah, she fired. She be at the gas station. Shout out to her. Yeah, her shit hard. You know, for gospel music, like as a female, that shit fire.
I'm not even hip. Yeah, no. Put me on game right here.
Yeah, so it's a couple other artists too, man. But yeah, shout out to everybody working, man. Shout out to everybody doing their thing, man. D McKenzie, gotta shout out D McKenzie, bro. Like I done seen him do all type of shit, like Harry Potter shit.
Yeah, I saw the Harry Potter shit. That shit was hilarious.
Yeah, R&B shit. I done seen him really rap some shit, man. So shout out to D McKenzie. He be doing this thing too.
Yeah, D Mac's dope, man.
Hell yeah.
Bro, the scene is so different now. Like, I haven't rapped in 3-4 years now, so it's like it's wild to see, you know, everyone.
Yeah.
everyone that's coming up, everyone that's not rapping anymore. Like,
yeah, that's crazy, man, because it is a different like trajectory as far as the people that's still rapping and shit. Man. It's kind of crazy how I don't see. Like, of course, you still see some of the core people. Like, I see Mackenzie everywhere. You know what I'm saying? But, like, it's a lot of people that I did see on the scene that when I come out,
huge,
I don't see them no more. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, go back on Late Night. It's like a time capsule of that year.
Exactly.
I mean, there's a lot of artists that just aren't around anymore.
Oh, yeah. And shout out Joey Taps, too. I forgot to shout out Taps out. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Taps.
Consistently clapped with Joey.
Hell yeah. Taps be doing a lot of shit. You know, throwing events, doing DJ shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Dropping music and shit. So, shout out Taps. I didn't get to say Taps, so shout out Taps.
Big ups. Hell yeah. Run me through this track list of this project.
The track list. Okay, hell yeah. So I got the first song is called Sauce. You know what I'm saying? It's more of a confidence song. I feel like it took me a minute to find my confidence as a person and shit. Through my teenage years all the way up to like my mid-20s, I feel like I didn't really have a lot of confidence. You know what I'm saying? I was kind of I was looking for that validation. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I needed that validation. So I'm at a point where I no longer need that validation. I'm kind of comfortable with who I am. I know who I am. You know what I'm saying? I don't really be tripping off, what other people think of me. You know what I'm saying? Because it don't change who I am. So Sauce is more of a confidence song. The first words you hear, the first thing I say is, it ain't on you, it's in you. You know what I'm saying? Because that's something I live by. I literally got it tatted on me and shit. Been tatted on me since like 2019, 2020 or something like that. But yeah, Sauce is the opener. It's the confidence, you know what I'm saying? The booster. Next, you got Boulevard, which is more... a little bit more different, a little bit more cinematic. It's about my experience working on the boulevard, kind of, sort of, you know what I'm saying? And what I ran into while being on the boulevard and the women that I would see while being on the boulevard, you know what I'm saying? So definitely more cinematic, more player, more chill, something to smoke to, something to vibe to. I would like to do a video to that too, hell yeah. Mobbing is number 3, me and Bro, you know what I'm saying? Real Kansas City, like real slap. What's next after that? Nice Guy. Nice Guy is more of me expressing myself in a way where I feel like, I feel like perception sometimes is bigger than reality, right? You know what I'm saying? So somebody's perception will be bigger than what is the truth, you know what I mean?
Story of my life.
For example, like I'm considered a nice guy to a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? But for me, it's because they never put me in a situation where they had to see anything other than me being a nice guy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm considered a nice guy, but that's because people haven't, seen these other sides of me. So I think, like I said, perception get kind of confused. So nice guy is me having a week where I feel like people was taking my kindness for a weakness, where I feel like people was kind of just playing with me mentally because of how cool I am, how genuine I am and shit. And I just kind of wrote about it, named it Nice Guy. So it's me kind of expressing myself, getting some shit off my chest in more of a, arrogant, confident way. You know what I'm saying? After that is No Tomorrow, me and Stacey Bills. That's more of a real life, real rap song. I was kind of going through some shit at the time, you know what I'm saying? And he was right on the spot with it. Like I heard the beat and I sent it to Bills and I told him, come up with a hook. I didn't tell him what to come up with. I didn't say do sing on it. I didn't say rap or none of that shit. He come over to record and he sung on the hook and it blew my mind because it was literally the headspace that I was in at the time. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, bro, I was nervous as hell to let you hear that. You know what I'm saying? And when he did it, it blew my mind. I instantly wrote to it and No Tomorrow, it's a hit. One of my favorite songs for sure. I feel like I got a couple songs that'd be Grammy nominated and that'd be one, No Tomorrow. And then next is Bonnie and Clyde, which is my other Grammy nominated, real cinematic. My woman on there, you know what I'm saying? So definitely, one of my favorites for sure. Yeah. And then last but not least is Empress Feast, which is number 7. Empress Feast is definitely one of my favorites too, because how I came up with the song, right? So moving to Vegas, we don't really have like a Benihana in KC, right? So when I moved to Vegas, I would go to Benihana. I would use it as a celebratory spot to go to. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you're at Benihana, it's always a celebration.
It's
somebody celebrating something. Exactly and shit. They got a meal on the menu called Empress Feast. You know what I'm saying? And it's literally my favorite meal. It's what I get every time I go.
It's the steak and the shrimp, right?
Exactly. No, it's the steak and the chicken.
Oh, steak and the chicken.
Yeah. So I instantly, got inspired by that shit and I made a song about it. And it's my celebratory song, you know what I'm saying? Basically like I don't want to say from nothing to something, but I was here at one point and now I'm here at one point.
Now you go to Benihana, man.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's really my celebratory song, man. It's probably my most creative title out of all of them just because of how I came up with it and shit, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's the genuine.
Was it hard finding the layout for the project, like the order?
It was, yep. Shout out to my boy Tez too, because he is actually on the project. As he doing some narration. He got a couple like audio in between songs, a couple skits and shit in between the songs that kind of make it flow like supernatural. But at first it was kind of difficult for track listing. You know what I'm saying? Like I was trying to figure out, because like I said, I record a lot of music, so I went through probably like 4 or 5 track lists. My woman, she actually helped me a little bit. Her Empress Feast probably wouldn't have been on if it wasn't for her. Really? Like really campaigning for Empress Feast and shit. Because I do something different. I kind of sing on there a little bit. Well, to me, it ain't singing. Everybody else say it's singing. Gas said, yeah, you singing on that motherfucker. You know? But to me, it's just a little bit of harmonizing. You know what I'm saying? And to me, it's like a rap form of harmonizing. But so she kind of campaigned for that. So yeah, you know. So I'm excited, man, for people to hear it and shit. You know, check it out, man. It's Genuine Made. It's out next Friday, September 12th. You know what I'm saying? Got my peoples on there. Man. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's gonna be a good look.
I'm excited to hear it, bro. This is gonna be a game-changing project, I think.
Hey, for sure, bro. Hell yeah, that's the verge I'm on right now, man. I just want people to appreciate the music, the quality side of it. You know what I'm saying? Because I did the shit myself. You know, shout out to Gas for giving me the references and helping me master it and shit. Yeah. But all of that shit came from me being at the crib,
recorded at home.
Shit. Yeah, man. Yep. So
all 7 songs on the project.
Yep. Hell yeah.
Any producers you want to shout out before we go?
Shit, it is a couple on there, man, that I really appreciate. Like Pyro, shout out to Pyro on the beat, man. He fire. I done been rocking with him for a minute. I got songs like Victories, Luxury. It's a few other songs that I got from Pyro that's really fire. Shout out to Waterboy. He on the project. He did No Tomorrow, which he kind of did most of Mob Ties too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yes, shout out to them too, man. Them is two that I've been consistently rocking with. You know what I'm saying?
That's huge, man. Well, I'm looking forward to it, bro. Genuine Made, boy.
Hell yeah,
bro,
hell yeah.
Let's go,
hell
bro.
Yeah.
No more getting money bastard.
Yeah, Genuine Made, man. Genuine Made brands, business. You know what I'm saying? Bosses. I represent all 3, man. You know.
Man. I'm going to be T Da GMB now.
Hey, hell yeah. Genuine Made it. As long as it's genuine, it's all love. You know what I'm saying?
Man, it was dope, bro. Thank you for inviting me out, bro. This is very cool, bro. It's going to be right back.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
The reach. Good shit, bro. Good show.
For sure.